welcome back to Mountain Goats Manor. My name is Rich. Today we are going to finish up our our fall wood for this season. This is the last video I'm going to be doing of chopping wood. Yay! Hopefully. I say hopefully because there's still quite a bit to split up, but I think between today and tomorrow I'll be able to get it all done and squeeze it into one video. So we have all these tree stumps here, trunks to do. Quite a bit of wood. It's going to be a massive amount of wood. And then over here, we have all the smaller stuff that needs to be done. So Karen's going to come out and help me with she's going to run the tractor so I can get the bigger logs onto the wood splitter. And so let's get set up. I got to take out the wood splitter, my table, and we can get started. Got the trailer set up and emptied already. Over here, I got the trailer all set up already, waiting for me to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the trailer up, and then we're going to take it just about, 20 feet that way. We're just going to dump it in the driveway for now until I get the section cleaned out. Then I'm going to use my tractor to push all into a big pile, tarp it, and just leave it like that until the spring. And then in the spring, I will repile it here. There you go. So let's get started. Okay, quick reconfiguration here. I'm wasting too much time picking stuff off the ground there, so Karen's going to scoop the logs, bring them to me over here, and I'm just going to throw them straight into the pile. There's Miss Karen. So, new setup here. Karen will get on the tractor. I'll throw logs right on there. I think it'll make it easier to take off one step, 2 steps for me, and we'll use the tractor instead of me trying to lift the logs up off the ground. All right, so now it's the following Saturday after the last scene of me falling off my tractor. I ended up trying to mount a camera on top of my tractor. While I was getting off, I missed my step. Ended up falling over the stabilizer for my backhoe, which I usually use for a step, and ended up on my butt and banged up my left leg and my right elbow pretty badly. No cuts or anything like that, but just a lot of swelling and a lot of bruises. So today I'm going to pick up where I left off last weekend and continue splitting wood. We don't have we have quite a bit left. This is what we did the last 2 weekends, as all this, and we still have everything that's back here, which I'm going to tackle today. So the plan is get myself set up in a way that I can just throw everything right onto this pile, so I don't have to move it again, and we'll get started. So here's the setup with my Wallstein WXR720 27-ton splitter. It's got a nice Honda GX300 motor on it. Thing works absolutely excellently. So what I do is I use my tractor to hi Wiki, to pick up the logs from over here. I drive them around my splitter here, and I just pull up to the front of the splitter with the bucket, just like that. Maybe a little bit closer and a little bit too far away. And then I split. And after everything gets split, after I split it, I just toss it on the pile right there. So we're gonna get going, and I'll catch up with you guys as soon as I get a little bit done. Alrighty. All right, we've been splitting wood for about an hour. Got quite a bit done. About another quarter on the pile. What I'll do now is I'm just going to clean up around my splitter here. It's really messy, and then I'm also going to use my backhoe to push all these logs on top of the pile. So let's do that next. All done. Clean this up here a bit, give myself some more room, make it safe. So that's the pile now. It's almost 6 feet over tall, and I got all this left to do. So let's get cracking, get this over with today. All the logs are done. Made for a nice pile of wood. It's 3 o'clock now, so this took me roughly about 5 hours, I guess. Just over 5 hours. I think I started around just before 10 this morning. That's good. So my next little thing I'm going to do today before I pack it up is I'm just going to clean all the debris off the ground here. All these leaves and everything. And I'm going to move this part of this part here from basically here over. I'm going to move it over here. And then tomorrow I'll come back and I will cover the pile with a tarp so it stays dry over the winter. In the early spring, I will pile it so it has enough time to season. So wood pile all moved. It'll sit here until the spring, early spring. Then I will turn around and pile it for the winter of 26-27 over here on this side. And probably tomorrow, hopefully, I'll come by and I'll put a tarp over this to keep the snow off of it and the rain. Make sure it starts to season right away. Boy, that's a lot of work. A lot of work, but glad I got it done. That is the end of wood processing for 2026. Oh, sorry, 2025. Where the heck am I? For 2025, that's it. We'll pick this back up in the spring and make sure we have enough wood for winter of 26-27, and then start processing wood for 27-28. That'll happen in the spring. All right, so this is where we're going to end the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys don't mind, please to like and subscribe to the video. It helps us out a lot. It gets us into those algorithms that we always try to beat. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.